Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we doing something a little bit different. I will be giving my thoughts and opinions to the versus battle that has taken place between Cash Money Records and No Limit Records. Now, me being from New Orleans, I was excited when he first announced this versus. I thought it was gonna be a dope show, especially for the city of New Orleans, because you have these two major record labels, two major music groups that is coming together to put on this dream versus. And I was really excited. I couldn't wait until October 25th. I couldn't wait for it. While I was watching, I was also taking notes so I could come on here and make this video. First, I want to start off. Can y'all guess who was missing? Can y'all take a guess at who was missing? Yep, Lil Wayne. Well, if you'd have asked me a few weeks ago when he first announced this was Lil Wayne coming out to perform, I'd have told you no. I'd have told you no. I think Wayne still has a problem with them. That's just my opinion. I don't know that to be a fact, but it be clear sometimes. You just gotta see it. But who else? C Murder. Well, obviously, because C Murder is incarcerated. Free C Murder. Mystical. I'm not gonna dive in deep into that. I believe Mystical. I'm not aware. Last time I checked it, and this was just a few years ago, Mystical had some legal trouble and things of that nature. I'm not gonna dive into that. And who else? Turk. We're gonna talk about that one later. Okay. Hold on. Let me get my damn notes. Okay, next on the docket, the importance of going second. And this before we jump into the rounds, I want to talk about the importance of going second. The importance of going second, you get to see or hear basically your opponent first, and then you have a chance to respond. So the importance of going first is very, very, very imperative. I mean second. I'm sorry, second. I mean second. The importance of going second is very imperative because it's like, okay, you have that advantage. You have that advantage, and just having that advantage, you can dictate like, okay, how you're going to respond. Okay, oh, they play this, I'm going to play that. So having that advantage is always either in battle rap or a rap battle or just a versus. Having that advantage, you shouldn't go wrong with having that advantage. But let's jump into the rounds. Round number 1. Juvenile starts with 400 degrees. Juvenile comes out by himself and performs 400 degrees. Now, on any given day, I probably would have took 400 degrees. But then after 400 degrees, No Limit comes out together to perform No Limit Soldiers. Now, like I said, on any given day, I probably would have took 400 degrees. But the fact that No Limit came out together, brought the energy, and stood together as a group, like, hey, yo, we here, we in here right now. Even though they was missing Mystical and C Murder, still you had Fiend, Mia X, Silta Shaka, Master P, and later they Chopper. We'll talk about that later. But the fact that they came out together and the energy and everything, I gave round 1 to No Limit. Round number 2, Birdman comes out and performs Still Fly. No Limit performs Break 'Em Off Something. Round number 2, I gave that to Cash Money. Still Fly. Gate a fool with the pimped out Gucci shoes. Ain't got no job, but I stay shy. Well, what? That shit is crazy. Round number 3. Project Chick I ain't gonna say the B word. I'm gonna just say chick. No Birdman verse. No Birdman verse. Uh, versus Mia X Freak HOES. I ain't gonna lie, I gave that a tie. This is me personally. This is me personally. I gave that a tie. Because and I want to say this, because this is where the crowd comes into play for me. In the location. I don't understand why they had this versus battle in Vegas. Even though they had a couple people in the crowd that understood what was going on, they understood the assignment. You had a bunch of ticket purchasers, a bunch of people who purchased tickets to go see a show, but probably don't know what's going on. Now, me, I'm young. Some of these songs, I probably wasn't even old enough to listen to, or I was too young. But growing up in New Orleans, I've heard majority of these songs, and I know them. But this is why this versus battle should have happened in New Orleans. This is why, because I think Mia X Freak, would have sent New Orleans over the moon. And I really wanted to see how the crowd reacted to both songs. And I feel like the crowd was weak as hell for both of those songs. But Still Fly and Break 'Em Off some. I'm sorry, I meant Project Chick, my bad. I gotta scroll down. But anyway. But yeah, for Project Chick and Freak Hoes. Yeah, I wanted to see that crowd in New Orleans. That crowd wasn't doing it for me at that point. That crowd pissed me off. But round number 4, Cash Money, I'm on Fire versus No Limit, How You Do That There. I gave the W in that round to Cash Money. I'm on Fire. I'm on Fire. I don't know. I love Master P, How You Do That. I grew up listening to that song. But I'm on Fire, for me personally, that thing just hit different. I don't know. It's just somebody. Now round number 6. Round 6. Cash Money, Juvenile, Slow Motion versus No Limit, 504 Boys, I Can Tell. I gave the W to Slow Motion, like obviously. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer right there. You ain't gotta think about that one. Round number 7. Bling Bling versus No Limit, It Ain't My Fault. Now, I understand Mystical is going through his I don't know if it's still going on or whatever. I don't know why they didn't have him there or whatever, per se, but this is the impact in which these people who were missing it had an impact. It had an impact in Mystical in performing It Ain't My Fault. If you would have had Mystical come out and perform his verse, man, what I'd have gave him the W. I'd have gave him the W, because that hook with that beat, in Mystical, I'd have gave him the W. But instead, I gave it the Cash Money, Bling Bling. Even though I feel like song wise, Bling Bling is better, because it was such a huge hit, But I love It Ain't My Fault, but I needed Mystical. I would have gave it to if Mystical was there, that shit would have went crazy. So I gave round 7 to Cash Money, Bling Bling. Round 8, Cash Money, Set It Off. Juvenile, Set It Off versus Master P, Mr. Ice Cream Man. Oh, but what? When they announced this versus battle, that was the first song that popped in my head. Master P, Mr. Ice Cream Man. I said that song was gonna go stupid. I knew it, bro. And people, they think like Cash Money was gonna have this by a landslide. No, I know better. No Limit. It got some songs in there. P got some songs. Mr. Ice Cream Man is one of them. I love. That's one of my favorite Master P records. So for me personally, no brainer, Mr. Ice Cream Man. Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man. That's how I say it. Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man, Mr. Ice Cream Man. I'm sorry. Damn, why am I shit scrolling? Okay. So W to Mr. Ice Cream Man for round 8. Round number 9. Number 1 Stunner versus Body Body. I'm conflicted as hell on that one. I'm conflicted as hell. Number 1 Stunner, you know me, I don't need no introduction and shit. Right? What? Oh my god! And then Master P Body. That shit was hard. That shit was hard. I didn't mark a W, or I didn't mark nothing for that one. If I had to, I don't know. I'm gonna go number 1 Stunner. I'm gonna go no. Nah, I can't do it. For me, I'm gonna go a tie. I can't judge between them two. I grew up listening to both of them. And I'm trying to judge these rounds based off of not just songs but performance as well. But I like both. I like both. Like I can't pick between these two. So for me personally, it's a tie. I can't pick between these two, and the crowd this ain't a New Orleans crowd, so I can't really look at them and be like, oh well, they kind of lean more towards that one than this one. Nah. So it's like, well, fuck it. But ladies and gentlemen, round 10. Cash Money, Get Your Roll On. No Limit. Make Them Say Now this is where the crowd kind of picked up, and this is why I started really, really, really getting hype. Because number 1 Stunner and Body Body, I got hype. But this is where I really started getting hype. Make Them Say automatically knew. I thought that when this versus was gonna happen, I thought it was gonna be Make Them Say versus I Need a Hot Girl. But it wasn't that. It was Get Your Roll On versus Make Them Say. That's unfair. I would Make Them Say was gonna take that every single time. That's you can't even you shouldn't even think about that. And then the performance, just everybody. Fiend has my favorite verse on Make Them Say and Mystical is my second. So when Fiend came on, you just driving the expedition, busting out the expedition. But what? That shit was crazy. Yeah, I gave that to Make Them Say I gave that to Make Them Say that was a no-brainer. They took that round. Round number 11. That's when Cash Money decided to play I Need a Hot Girl. Boy, hey, shout out to No Limit. They knew exactly what songs to play during what. That's one thing I noticed. I Need a Hot Girl versus Chopper Style. Tie. It's a tie. As born and raised New Orleans, I can tell you right now, that's a tie. I can't choose between those two because both of those songs are such a staple in the city. I can't choose between those two because I Need a Hot Girl is that for me, that number 1 for Cash Money. But Chopper Style, and the crazy part about it was I forgot Chopper was signed to No Limit. And then he came out and who they want? Chopper Style, Chopper Style. I was like, oh man, what? Both of those songs are staples, huge staples for people who don't know in New Orleans. I gave it a tie. I couldn't choose between them two. I couldn't. I refused to do it. In the final round, round 12, Lil Wayne, Millie, of course Lil Wayne not there, versus C Murder, Down for My Niggas, with Snoop Dogg appearance. The Snoop Dogg was signed to No Limit. I went no limit down for my niggas. I went no limit down for my niggas. The reason why, and this is a personal thing with me, I've been sick of a Millie for years. They play that song every single year somewhere, and I'm just tired. I'm tired. But down for my niggas, that beat come on, fuck them other niggas because I'm down that. Well, what? Oh, it's like, bro, like the beat just open. If you just had to do the beat was gonna kill a Millie. And then bro, that song is so effing hard. I don't even if I was like, you know what? Well, you know what? Lil Wayne, a Millie, cool. You know, even if I was, I still choose down for my niggas. That fucking beat, that song is classic. That song is a classic. It's a classic. You can't go wrong with playing that song. That song is energetic as hell, and it make you want to fight, motherfucker. It make you want to fight. I'm telling you. So I gave that round to, that was the final round. I gave that to Down for My Niggas. And then the last song was Juvenile, Back That Ass Up. Always gonna have, get the party started. Well, it ended the party, but yeah, it couldn't. I mean, nothing to judge there. That was just a song. Juvie was waiting in the back, like, they gonna let me perform. Can I get that? Can I get it? Can I get it? Can I get it? I don't know why they didn't play it during the verses or whatever, but you could probably you was gonna get a point for that. But to have it at the end, hey, I ain't mad. Now we get to the nitty gritty. We go head on and get to the nitty gritty. Birdman says F Turk on YouTube.
Cash money forever, you heard me? Where you at, P? Say what you gotta say. Stunner, what you gotta say.
Hey man, like, I ain't gonna even lie, bro. Like, when I met Blood, I just was trying to do something different in the game. I had started this shit young. I was a young man trying to get some money and not be in the streets. And I met BG, I met Wayne.
Boy, I ain't gonna lie, I think Bird had a little bit too much to drink. Bird had too much to drink. Well, will you be drinking that GTV? Yeah, too much of that GTV.
I met Juvie. I met Turk. Shout out to Turk, you little bitch. You ain't here, but fuck you. We gonna fuck with you and we won't fuck with you.
See what I'm saying, bro? Why gotta be all of this? Why gotta be all this? I want everybody to live in peace and prosperity. Hey, y'all ain't gotta get along. Just move along amicably. Just please. I don't like all this. They were like, yo, this is a big win for the city. Yeah, but don't do this. Don't do this.
You heard me?
Don't go off script, nigga.
Hey, we gonna fuck with that bitch.
Even Manny tell you, hey, don't go off script.
We won't fuck with her. But that's another movie. But ain't no, Cash Money. When one nigga died, I ain't gonna say died.
This man drunk, bro. This man drunk, bro. He said died. Well, I ain't gonna say died.
Cause we lost a lot of soldiers, but Cash Money ain't built on. You leave, you can't. We gonna still multiply.
Let's go.
Cash Money ain't gonna never die. As long as I'm alive, hold on, Fresh. Wait, Fresh. Long as I'm alive, Cash Money ain't gonna never die. Shout out to my nigga NBA Young Boy. NBA.
All right. But yeah, that's Bird. That's Bird, man. I think I'm just gonna say Bird had a little bit too much to drink. Even though I'm aware that Turk has his issues with, I didn't know it was with Cash Money in general. I just thought it was BG. I seen on Twitter some clips or whatever going around of BG and Turk having a little issue and having they back and forth and tit for tat or whatever. I do know that Turk had some type of like problem with like the touring or something like that. I don't know exactly all the details, so I'm not really gonna get into it all. But I'm like, man, y'all should hey man, y'all grown, man. Y'all too grown for this. Y'all too grown. Hey man, just move along. Everybody, hey, we ain't gotta like each other. We ain't gotta F with each other. You can go do your thing over there. I'm gonna go do my thing over there. We ain't never gotta speak about each other or whatever. Or if y'all could come together, shake hands like men, and try to figure it out, work out some type of understanding, then do that. But if not, just move along. Everybody just go to your respective corners and you don't interact with each other. But yeah, that was the verses about. Now I'm not gonna sit up here and I gave you my W's or whatever, but me personally, I'm not gonna really assign a necessary winner. I feel like the winner in general was the city of New Orleans. I think after that comment, I think. But yeah, it was shout out to Cash Money, shout out to No Limit, even shout out to Wayne, even though he still ain't, he wasn't there, but he still had a real big, huge impact on the city. Shout out to Wayne, shout out to C Murder, Mystical, and Turk, and everybody who performed, DJ Manny Fresh, Birdman, Juvenile, BG, Silk the Shocker, Mia X, Master P. It's a lot of them niggas. God damn. Chopper and Fiend. Salute, man. This was a good versus battle. I would have liked everybody to be there, but unfortunately stuff don't work out. But this was a great win for the city of New Orleans, man. If y'all enjoy the videos, like, comment, subscribe, also share. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one, man.